The path of wisdom is living intuitively, learning to live intuitively. In her classic book, Lessons in Truth, Emily Cady talks about, don't read too much, she says. And I've been ignoring that wisdom for 20-some years. Don't read too much, she says. Learn to listen to the Spirit of God within you. Let the Spirit teach you. And she prays, Lord, teach me. Lord, teach me. Lord, teach me. You know, as I know, we can read all the books that we have and still not know the truth. Jesus said, ye shall what? Know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Not just read about it, not just listen to lectures about it or audio tapes, but to actually know it. And if we're not taking time daily to be still and quiet, I think we're missing the boat. We missed the boat. Also, an interview that I saw recently was a man dubbed the happiest person on the planet. Matthew Richard, who is a French person who is now has been a monk in Nepal. And his brain waves were measured 20-some years ago. He was 48 or so. And his brain waves were on the very happy level. You know, they can discern certain parts of the brain where you're happier and other parts of the brain where you're worried and anxious. Well, he had tremendously high levels of happiness compared to the other people tested. So he was dubbed the happiest person on the planet. And he said the key to being happy, the key to happiness is meditating every day and looking for the good in our world around us. Because so often, he says, the brain is geared toward danger. It's an evolution in part of the brain, geared toward danger and always being on the alert. And he said, we need to be aware of the good that we tend to take for granted. The banal good, I think he said, that we take for granted. Now, this guy lives in a hermitage or a monastery in Nepal with no heat. And they asked him, yeah, well, what about the recent Nepal earthquakes and all that? He said, yeah, well, what happened is that right after the earthquake, everyone got disciplined, they got involved, and there was a solidarity, and there was a sense of community. And, you know, he says the secret is seeing the good in your daily life. Living intuitively, seeking answers within. Heaven knows you may have a problem, as I've had, that can go on for years. And you can read for answers, you can consult people about it, and yet not find the answer. How many have ever had that experience? So what do? You go within and you seek the answer. You ask Spirit for the answer. You try to discern that answer through inner guidance. And the path of wisdom is learning to rely on that presence within. Paramahansa Yogananda said, if you read 1 hour, think 2 hours. If you think 2 hours, write 3 hours. If you write 3 hours, meditate all the time. All the time.